Greetings Multiverse! We just got our first proper look at new Gotham Knights gameplay for the first time since 2020, and I personally was very impressed by what I saw. In my opinion, the game is looking a lot of fun, and I can't wait to get my hands on it, despite the obscenely overpriced collector's edition. However, not everyone shares my opinion apparently, and a number of people have been disappointed by the Gotham Knights gameplay showing. Which is totally valid, of course. You're allowed to dislike anything you want, but we need to have a frank chat about unreasonable expectations. In other words, I've seen too many people accuse Gotham Knights of not looking as good as Batman Arkham Knight, or too much like Marvel's Avengers. Both are totally incorrect assumptions, given that Gotham Knights isn't meant to be like either of those games. A lot of people have convinced themselves that Gotham Knights is meant to be played like a Batman Arkham game, and so should be held up to Batman Arkham Knight's level. Those people saw the new Red Hood and Nightwing gameplay trailer and immediately jumped on the notion that it wasn't up to the same standard, that the Arkham series is the standard for superhero action games, and Gotham Knights is somehow falling short at that. Well, here's the counterpoint to that. It's not a f***ing Arkham game! In fact, it's not even the same genre as the Batman Arkham games. The Arkham games are either open world brawlers, Metroidvanias, or action-adventure games, however you want to label them. Gotham Knights, as WB Montreal has made clear, is an action RPG. It's been an RPG since it was first announced back in 2020. However, due to WB Montreal's last game being the excellent Batman Arkham Origins and Gotham Knights being a Bat Family action game set in Gotham City, the internet has collectively decided that it's an Arkham-style game, despite the important detail that it's not bloody anything like an Arkham game. As an example, just to date myself a bit, I remember seeing trailers for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic before that came out. I was a huge fan of both Star Wars and the Jedi Knight series, and KOTOR looked exactly the same thing in a new setting. So I was very excited. When I got an OG Xbox, it was the game I was most desperate to play. However, I didn't realise, or research, the fact that KOTOR was a completely different genre to Jedi Knight. It was a Star Wars game with third-person lightsaber combat, and that's all I wanted to see. I started playing the game and I remember being massively disappointed. I hated it, in fact. This wasn't the game I was promised. It's nowhere near as good as the Jedi Knight games. However, I gave it a chance, and now Knights of the Old Republic is still my favourite Star Wars game. Despite having a completely different playstyle of combat to Jedi Knight, in videos it looked very similar, and I almost let my assumptions destroy what turned out to be one of my favourite game experiences of all time. Gotham Knights is the same genre as Knights of the Old Republic. It's a little bit more focused on action, so it's a little bit more Diablo, I'd say, than Baldur's Gate, but it's most definitely a superhero RPG. It's about creating your own playstyle, even within the confines of an established character. There are health kits, crafting, alternate outfits with different stats, special abilities with area of effect damage, and you can even talk with other characters out of costume. These and many other changes will ensure Gotham Knights plays very differently from an Arkham game. Other people have also convinced themselves that Gotham Knights is a live service game of some sort, like Marvel's Avengers. This is also completely absurd. Gotham Knights is not a live service game and has no microtransactions. This is also something WB Montreal has made clear since day one. There may be Gotham Knights DLC in the future, but not little pieces of microtransactions. It'll be a complete game on day one. As for all the resources you see dropping out of enemies, the workbench suggests there'll be an actual point to them, unlike in Avengers. Look, I don't work for Warner Brothers, I haven't played Gotham Knights yet, and I don't know whether the final product will actually be good. I don't know if it'll be fun, whether the crafting and resources side will actually make sense, or whether the few eccentricities like Red Hood's magic powers or Nightwing's disappearing glider will work. However, I do know that the idea of a Bat Family superhero action RPG is a fantastic idea. That it's not a live service game, and Gotham Knights doesn't have to copy Batman Arkham Knight to be good or fun to play. I'm keeping an open mind, and I suggest all of you do too, and stop comparing Gotham Knights to games that it's nothing like and was never meant to be. But what do you guys actually think? Are you still upset that Gotham Knights is not Batman Arkham Knight 2? Or are you annoyed that people are putting it down by comparing it to games that it's not actually anything like? Let me know in the comments below, or on the Inside the Multiverse Discord server, which you'll find a link to in the description below. Please like, share and subscribe, it all really helps me out, and check out other videos on DC Comics Gamer, including whether Gotham Knights will be back at Summer Game Fest next month. Thanks for watching folks, and for now, Multiverse out.